Spring Intensive is officially called to order on Tuesday, October 17, 2017. Time is now 7:01. Board trustees present are Chris Bell, Ron Moonhouse, Deborah Jensen, Justine Durant, and Ronald Davis. I would like to ask everyone to turn off or silence your cell phones and electronic devices. Thank you. Captain Don Davis will now start the show.
Good evening. Tonight's presentation of colors will be led by the West Belfast School Army Junior ROTC Color Guard. The U.S. and Texas flag division will be led by the Cadet Battalion Commander Esau Johnson. The U.S. flag is carried by Cadet Walker Gillespie. U.S. Coast Guard is Cadet Faith Jones. Carrying the Texas flag is Cadet Carlos Lunas. The Texas Guard is Cadet Kobe Grant. The West ROTC Color Guard is under the instruction and guidance of Major Charles R. Thompson, First Sergeant Carlos Jackson, and Sergeant First Class Warren Field. At this time, will everyone please rise for the pledge, presentation of the colors in pledge.
Color Guard, attention, ready, colors, forward, march. March time, march. Color Guard, halt. Present colors.
Please join me in the saying of the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the Texas pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. You may now be seated.
Outward, face, forward, march. Color Guard, halt, halt, colors, present, arms, order, arms, inward, face, march time, march. Forward, march.
At this time, I ask everyone present to please quietly observe a moment of silence in your own way. Thank you. Our next item is the superintendent's remarks. At this time, I would like to recognize our superintendent of schools, Dr. Garland Watson.
Thank you, Dr. Tinsley. I just only have a few announcements today. First of all, we're excited about all the families that are here as we celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. In addition to that, several of you all, we had a very busy day today. We were actually at several events. We did attend the Harris County Department of Ed groundbreaking, and as you know, this is going to be the first school that really focuses on recovery, and so really excited about the opportunities that provides us in Harris County to be able to support our students who are actually going through recovery issues. In addition to that, several of us went over to the Lake Houston Chamber of Commerce, where we were able to celebrate 18 Teachers of the Year at 18 of our buildings. And so it was a really nice treat to be able to go there and see our teachers recognized for the hard work that they're doing. Tonight, we have a very straightforward agenda. We did have an opportunity to share a lot of details with you all on Thursday. Today or yesterday, I did send an email to you all indicating what our homeless numbers were. And as you know, right now, our students that qualify under McKinney-Vento, we're currently at about 596 students, with 288 of those students are directly affected by the Hurricane Harvey and one by Hurricane Irma. And so we're going to continue to reach out and support our families and our students as we continue making sure that we're meeting their needs. That does conclude our report for the day, and I'll update you next week.
Thank you, Dr. Watkins. Next up, I'd like to ask any trustees if you have any comments to make.
Astros are winning. Those who need to know. Thank you guys for being here tonight. We, majority of the board, just came back from our annual state convention, where we're there, boards from around the state, leadership, administrators, around the state to come together once a year, in Dallas. And we were fortunate that the Texas Caucus of Black School Board members blessed us with some books to bring back for our kids who might have been impacted by the Harvey flood. And I was out this weekend, and they gave us 2 boxes of books to bring back, and then they gave us some cash. So I was out this weekend buying books with my wife. So this is just an example of some of the books that you see. We're going to give these to our superintendent, and they will distribute them accordingly. So again, that's our report.
Bill, if I hold up this poster, could you explain what this is about?
You and I can actually both do this. Dr. Jensen and I, this was the last session. They have sessions that go on. This was the last session that we had. Dr. Jensen and I were both at this particular session. And it basically, we brought these back for all of the board members who might not have been in attendance. But it talks about the ever-increasing burden on America's public schools. The fact that some of the classrooms today look like they did 100 years ago. Some of the instructional methods today look like they did 100 years ago. So we had some conversations regarding how classrooms need to look today, how technology needs to be today, how instruction and curriculum needs to be handled today. So if you want to add anything else to that?
Well, I think one of the trends is that it went from in 1910 teaching reading, writing, and arithmetic to now where we're actually raising some children for a future in the workforce and or higher education, a variety of life style needs as they grow up. And also, it's not just K-12 anymore. Adult ed, it's pre-K. So the need for public education continues to grow. And we at Spring ISD feel that we are up to the challenge. And I give credit to Dr. Watson and his team for amazing things, finding where some sources are not giving us what we need to run, and we find other ways to keep these programs going that are so important for our community and our children.
And they actually segment these into decades. And what Dr. Jensen is basically saying is that more and more and more is being placed on schools than that were envisioned over 100 years ago. And it's a challenge keeping up with that. and we do our best to keep up with all of the demands that are placed on us. Now, you just heard about our homelessness, with some of our student population that were affected not only by Harvard, but there was one affected by Irma as well. And so those are things that we're always trying to keep ahead of the game, so to speak. So there are challenges out there, and we thank you guys for supporting public education.
Thank you, Mr. Evans. Mr. Trustee?
Yes, Dr. Benson. Last night, Trustee Durant and myself had an opportunity to attend Clark Primary Elementary School homework and hot dogs night. What that was our sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, sponsored a night for parents to come in and listen to teachers and administrators and discuss how parents can work with their children at home doing homework, answering parents' questions and needs that they may have in helping their students do homework. And it was a very successful night, a very large crowd, and I was impressed with the questions parents were asking the teachers and administrators on what they can do and how to go about doing it. So I'd like to challenge our parents who are here tonight, don't hesitate to contact your school and talk with your teachers or administrators in helping your child with homework. It is very, very important that we spend time every evening, even when they say they don't have homework, they do have something. If it's just checking their binder to make sure it's organized well, please take time and work with your children doing homework at night.
I was just piggyback on that a little bit. I was really excited. We had 10 Westfield students, high school students there to help the primary kids with their homework. And so it was really exciting to see our high school students get involved. And you have a principal here, Kit Carson. We want to thank you for hosting that event for us last night. While we're on the subject, Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority is really engaged with the community as well as our school districts. And on November 2nd, at 6 o'clock at Spring High School in the Teaching Theater, we're hosting a forum where there will be 5 board members from our surrounding school districts, Aldine, Klein, Humboldt, Cy-Fair, and Spring. And we'll have a panel discussion about the literacy crisis in our community and how each district is addressing that crisis and how you as parents can get engaged and help support our literacy crisis and all our initiatives. So I would love to see you on the 2nd at 6 o'clock at Spring High School. The other comment I wanted to make was, we, as elected officials, we're required by law to get so many continuing education hours a year. And so we go to the conferences, but they also give us an opportunity to stay informed. You have elected us. We are here as your representatives. You've elected us to make good decisions for your students. When we go to the conferences, we learn a lot of really nice things that we can come back and help, to advance our district. And a lot of times, you're actually leading the charge because we have a lot of great things happening in spring. We're able to share with our other partners in the state of Texas. So we went to the Texas Association of School Board Conference. I don't know if you all know, there's over 1,100 school districts in the state of Texas. So it's a lot of people, but we get a chance to learn a lot and share a lot. So I just wanted to kind of speak on that a little bit. One of the conferences I went to was around literacy. And our neighbor Cy-Fair has a great program that I'm going to speak about a little bit more on the 2nd. And then Trustee Davis is bringing back some information around cyberbullying because we have some legislation coming down from the state, some policy changes, and a lot of times they put policies in place and then they leave it up to us to figure out how to fund it and make it happen. So with that, I'm going to kind of turn it over to Trustee Davis to speak a little bit on cyberbullying.
You'll have an opportunity to attend the session on Friday, AIDS and cyberbullying and all things with that umbrella. And sidebar conversation, the village when I was forming employees, the applicant. And I relayed this information, of course, it was coming down pretty soon, talking about the system. let me have some information out that I told my colleagues already about the deal. We started working on our policies, change those secretary. So, it's something we have to deal with, changes we have to put into our policy, make sure that we take care of our children. That's what we're all about. If I can ask one of our trustees around the table, our main concern, our primary goal is to take care of our babies, called, our students. Thank you for the opportunity to serve the children.
I would like to address something that is about student government in our district. We had an important addition, being sure that we are performing at excellent levels, and that is our fraud hotline. You can't go to the restroom here, or I think it's an elevator or a hallway without a poster coming up saying, please report any fraud that you suspect or see. What we have found out is that there is a little problem with this, and that is that there are some people who are reporting fraud anonymously, and then they are coming back and saying, you didn't do anything. Well, you can't get in touch with anonymous people. So I just want everybody in the district to realize that if you put a problem in on the fraud hotline, it gets investigated. Now, some of the problems are personnel problems, so they have to go to another area, but nothing gets ignored. And furthermore, some of these investigations are at full tilt, and somebody, the anonymous person, will come back in and explain about that nothing is happening. I assure you, something is happening. And that's what I want to say. Every fraudulent activity that anybody reports, anonymous or not, is being investigated. That was my word for tonight. We will now continue with tonight's agenda. Our next item is the Spotlight Award. At this time, I would like to recognize our Chief of School Leadership and Student Support Services, Dr. Lupita Emerson.
Dr. Watson, members of the board. Tonight we are spotlighting our National Hispanic Heritage Month. And so each year, Americans observe National Hispanic Heritage Month from September 15th to October 15th by celebrating the history, culture, and contributions of American citizens whose ancestors came from Spain, Mexico, the Caribbean, and Central and South America. The observation started in 1968 at Hispanic Heritage Week under President Lyndon B. Johnson and was then expanded by President Ronald Reagan in 1988 to cover a 30-day period starting on September 15th and ending on October 15th. It was enacted into law on August 17, 1988, on the approval of Public Law 100-402. The day of September 15th is significant because it is the anniversary of independence for Latin American countries, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, and Nicaragua. In addition, Mexico and Chile celebrate their Independence Day on September 16th and September 18th, respectively. Also, Columbus Day, or El Día de la Raza, was just celebrated on October 12th, which falls within this 30-day period. So during this National Hispanic Heritage Month, we recognize the contributions made and important presence of Hispanics and Latino Americans to the United States and celebrate their heritage and culture. Hispanics have had a profound and positive influence on our country through their strong commitment to family, faith, hard work, and service. They have enhanced and shaped our national character with century-old traditions that reflect the multi-ethnic and multicultural customs of our country. Today, 55 million people or 17% of America's population, are Hispanic or of Latino origin. This represents a significant increase from 2000, which registered the Hispanic population at 35.3 million, or 13% of the total U.S. population. So tonight, we present our spotlight on the Spring ISD Hispanic Heritage Secondary LOTE Art and Essay Contest. The winners tonight addressed our theme of shaping the bright future of America. Spring ISD secondary LOTE students participated in this art and essay contest in honor of our National Hispanic Heritage Month. And so we are very excited tonight to bring to you our students. At this time, I want to ask Ms. Letty Hoke, who is our manager of LOTE programs, who's going to recognize the students. And we will be recognizing our first, second, and third place winners in the Spring ISD Secondary Hispanic Heritage Contest. And as she's coming up, I'd like to recognize our principals, our teachers, and our parents that are here tonight. If they would please stand. Quiero reconocer a todos los padres, los maestros y los directores que están aquí. Si los padres, por favor, se pueden parar. Parents, all of you, please stand. And our principals, I know I saw Ms. Kimberly in the back, and we have Ms. Scher in the back. And so all of our teachers will be recognized shortly by Ms. Hope. So at this time, we're proud to present and recognize our students. Ms. Hope?
Good evening, distinguished board members, Dr. Watson, parents and teachers. Bienvenidos todos los padres de familia a la mesa directiva y todos los estudiantes y maestros que están aquí presentes. Before you, we wanted you to have a little, now that you've heard from Dr. Hinojosa a little bit of history about the National Hispanic Heritage Month, we wanted you to have a little taste of Mexico. So we have in front of you a little plate with 3 hojarascas. These little cookies are called hojarascas. They also go by polvorones. It's a typical Mexican cookie. It is served during quinceañeras, weddings. You can always find them in a typical Mexican home. It is considered a delicious little treat. You also have a little bit of Mexican gum. You can take home to your kiddos or enjoy yourself. And so that's just a little taste of something Hispanic. We are very proud of these children. We are going to start with the essay winners for the Spanish-speaking students. These kiddos attend middle and high school, and they are in the Spanish for Spanish speakers class. It was very hard for the multilingual department to really choose the top 3 students in the categories because we have some wonderful, wonderful essays coming. First place, we have Arely Zuniga. She's from Wells Middle School, and Mrs. Cantu is her teacher. Second place, Sheila Vasquez, Westfield High School, teacher, Mrs. Maria Bonilla. Third place, Emily Castillo, Clotten Middle School, Mrs. Mejia is her teacher. The winners for the Spanish 1 essay. First place, Cody Chow, Early College Academy. Second place, Annie Chi, Middle School. Third place, Anthony Pavon from Twin Creeks Middle School. Mrs. Mariela Bonilla is his teacher. Now the Spanish 2 winners. First place, Axel Erazo, Twin Creek Middle School, Miss Mariela Bonilla. Second place, Wilmer Romero, Wanchi High School, Mrs. Bautista. Third place in the Spanish 2 essay contest, Ariel Williams, Early College Academy, Mr. Spanish 3 essay contest winners. First place, Alexa Corso Mejia, Spring High School, Mrs. Rodriguez. Second place, Jasmine Castro, Wanchi High School, Ms. Lara, teacher. Third place, Kaylin Forrest, Spring High School, Mrs. Rodriguez, for teacher. Spanish 4 essay winners, and these are our kiddos who are going to take the AP exam at the end of the year. And we want you to know for the second year, the Spanish AP exam has been taught for our little program. First place, Juan Guerra, Wanchi High School, Ms. Clara. Second place, Juan Pereira, Early College Academy, Ms. Polanco is the teacher. Spanish 5, this was a doozy because they write almost at university level. First place, Jose Herrera, Wanchi High School, Mrs. Lara. Now we are going to call out the art contestants and artists who placed first, second, third, and honorable mention. First place, Jocelyn Castillo, Wanchi High School, Mrs. Lara, teacher. Second place, Reed D, Early College Academy, Mr. Solis is her teacher. Third place, Jordan Ferris, Early College Academy, Mr. Solis is her teacher. Honorable mention is Jorge Herrera from Wanchi High School. Mrs. Chicas is the teacher.
If we'll have all the students, I know we have some students that are going to read their essay, but if we'll have the students come up with our board and we'll take a group picture. Yes, everyone. You may even need some of the gentlemen to maybe in the front so we can get everyone together. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I like it. I was going to say, I know that our teachers teachers want to come up and have the opportunity, I was checking with Jim to see if we could get them in the picture. They'd love to have a picture with me. So guys, let's try it one more time and then see if we can get your teachers in here, all right?
We're good right there, all right, guys, right up here, very nice, nice smiles, everybody. All right, just a couple more, here we go, right here, right here. Good deal, guys, I think we got
So we want to have 3 of our students come up and read their essay. We're going to start first with our Spanish 1. This is our beginner's level Spanish. And our first place winner, I'd like to invite Cody Chow to come and share his essay.
The United States of America is considered the epicenter of freedom, justice, and economic opportunities. However, without the willpower and strength that minorities had to build our country, we wouldn't have the melting pot that we know today. We couldn't imagine the U.S. today without the culture of minorities, especially without the unique and rich Hispanic culture, which is one of many cultures that impacted the American history and culture, even to this day and for the future. Firstly, the Hispanics are a very large cultural group, consisting of 53 million people, or 17% of the U.S. population. They are known for the compassionate and enthusiastic nature of creating the most creative, delicious, and spicy cuisine, which is loved and popularized among the American population. Some Hispanic cuisine consists mostly of corn-based foods, such as tortillas, tamales, tacos, and much more. Hispanic cuisine is also a huge part of American culture, with chips and salsa as the highest selling snack foods in the U.S. In fact, some Americans would consider these foods as ethnic foods, but instead American. In addition, the Hispanic culture has also impacted television, with countless Spanish language media outlets, such as Univision and Telemundo. It is not hard to see why. The availability of Spanish media has led to exponentially growing popularity in soccer or football. Currently, soccer has surpassed American football in popularity, and we will still see growth in the future. The Hispanic culture is also heavily influencing music in the U.S. In fact, the most viewed YouTube video is Despacito, a Latin pop song by Puerto Rican musician Luis Fonsi, and which has surpassed 3 billion views. Additionally, the famous Hispanic musicians such as Jennifer Lopez, Christina Aguilera, Selena Gomez, and much more, Hispanic music has gained national and international fame. Furthermore, Hispanics are also one of the largest groups to vote, with over 27 million people eligible to vote, and that number is expected to double by 2030. With that in mind, we can say that the Hispanics are shaping U.S. politics as we speak. In fact, 2 Hispanics made it to the 2016 Republican primary, Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio, both as the Republican Party. And it is also projected by statistics that there will be a Hispanic president anytime soon. In addition, Congress has more Hispanic members than ever before, and with the population of Hispanics increasing, this is expected to rise. Above all, the American dream is to work hard so we can earn a better and prosperous life. Hispanics most definitely believe in this American dream. In fact, 70% of the American workforce is Hispanic. That is about 27 million workers. Additionally, this number is expected to double by 2050. Hispanics has also helped build neighborhoods, highways, buildings, and communities with ritual and fact-breaking roads, all because of having this one intent, to achieve the American dream. And despite of the negative stereotypes, Hispanics paid almost $124 billion in federal taxes and $67 billion in state taxes in 2013. In conclusion, the Hispanic culture is most definitely shaping the bright future of America, whether if it is at the small scale or a large scale. It is absurd to say that it isn't, especially in food, music, television, sports, politics, and the economy. The Hispanic culture, in fact, is part of American culture, and it would be baffling to see the melting pot that America is without the Hispanics. It is hard to see how our communities would look like without the hard work and determination that the Hispanics had to achieve the dream that every U.S. citizen has, the American dream. Thank you.
Cody is a freshman at early college, and so he's taking Spanish 1 and beginning Spanish. And we do have his parents that are here, mom and dad, Mr. Chapel, and Cody is here. Next, we'd like to invite Areli Zuniga, and Areli is in the class Spanish for Spanish Speakers. She is an 8th grader at Wells Middle School. Areli.
The Hispanic culture is changing the future of the United States in many different ways. A great example of it is the food. If Hispanics getting from in the United States does not have a great variety. Most of the foods in America are likely to be burgers, hot dogs, sandwiches, and plain dishes that are easy to cook. Traditional Hispanic foods like tacos, mole, tortillas, tamales, wraps, green milk cake, and other great Hispanic dishes wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the Hispanic culture in this country. Another example that the Hispanic culture is shaping America is through the language. Nowadays, people are more interested in learning the Spanish language. For example, many companies offer assistance in this language, which also have the Spanish options in their website. Schools also offer Spanish classes for all students who want to learn this beautiful language. However, the population of the United States has been increasing day by day, the same as the Hispanic culture in this country grows. Hispanics contribute to this population increase by immigrating from different countries. Numerous people come to the United States looking for a better life opportunity for them and their families. Side by side, all Hispanics multiply the number of people in the country while keeping the Hispanic culture alive. In conclusion, the Hispanic culture is changing the future of the United States in many different ways, and it will continue doing this over time. I'm sure that very soon everyone in the United States will be speaking that language and eating our wonderful food. Existen muchas maneras en las que la cultura hispana está y seguirá cambiando el futuro de los Estados Unidos. Buen ejemplo de esto es la comida. No fuera por los hispanos, hoy en día la comida que existe en los Estados Unidos sería completamente diferente. Por todo el mundo, el único tipo de comida que habría en este país serían las comidas americanas como las hamburguesas, los perros calientes, sándwiches y comidas sanas y fáciles de preparar. Las comidas como los tacos, moles, tortillas, tamales, pan, pasteles, leches y comidas típicas de la cultura hispana no existirían en los Estados Unidos. No fuera por la cultura hispana que hoy en día se considera vital. Otra manera en la que la cultura hispana está cambiando a Estados Unidos es por medio del idioma español. Hoy en día hay más personas interesadas en aprender español. Existen muchas compañías que ahora ofrecen asistencia en este idioma, además de tener la opción español disponible. Las escuelas también tienen clases en español para los estudiantes que quieran aprender este idioma. La población de los Estados Unidos está creciendo cada día más, al igual que la cultura hispana en nuestro país. Los hispanos contribuyen a este crecimiento de unidades diferentes países similares a los Estados Unidos, buscando una mejor oportunidad para ellos y sus familias. No todos los hispanos participan en el número de personas en este país y mantienen viva la cultura hispana. En conclusión, la cultura hispana está cambiando la cultura de los Estados Unidos de muchas maneras y lo seguirá haciendo a su paso de los años. Estoy segura que dentro de poco todos en Estados Unidos estarán hablando de nuestro idioma y comunidad en su familia.
I'd like to introduce Juan Guerra. Juan is an 11th grader, a junior at Winchie High School.
Good evening, board members, teachers, and parents. Buenas noches, mesa directiva, maestros y padres. My name is Juan Guerra, and tonight I will read the essay I wrote about how Hispanic culture is shaping the bright future of America. It was the longest hug I ever received when I said goodbye to my grandmother. That is one day that I will never forget since it changed my life forever. It was the day I immigrated from Mexico to the United States. After giving me her blessing, her tears burst forth without ceasing. Her words are still present in my mind. Study a lot, son, and always remember your roots. When I arrived to the United States, I was 12 years old, and I encountered a great obstacle in my life, the lack of command of English. At first it was frustrating for me, but then I realized that I had to work hard to get ahead. My grades quickly began to improve when I was able to communicate. I feel that I should continue what I started in Mexico, so I went to the Catholic Church of St. James, where they gave me the opportunity to continue serving God in our community. To this day, I still hope in the church. Many young Hispanics like me also volunteer, and it is here that we see reflected the gratitude we feel for this nation, as it opened us and welcomed us warmly. I feel that with voluntary work, I can cooperate to continue the greatness of this country. I have the vocation of service because that is where my true happiness is. Another joy for me was when I received the news that I had been accepted into the Memorial Hermann Hospital Summer Program. Helping in the hospital was an experience that reaffirmed my vocation to study medicine. In addition to the letters of recommendation of my teachers, a great strength that I have and helped me to be accepted into the hospital was the fact of being bilingual. The Spanish opened the doors to help people who did not speak English. Through volunteer work, Hispanic culture is present in America, based on generosity towards others and having an active and constant participation. In addition to this, Hispanics significantly improved the economy of the United States, as the Hispanic workforce is very important for this country. Hispanic hens are the majority that grow the fruits and vegetables that we consume almost daily. These two ways, volunteer work and economics, are some of the many ways Hispanics contribute to America's bright future. I often talk to my grandmother in Mexico, and I told her that my journey is to become a great doctor, a doctor who sets high the Hispanic roots of our culture. Study is the cornerstone to follow my dreams, but to dream I have to work hard, have discipline, and follow the advice of my parents and teachers, who are always ready to support me. I will not give up. I know there are battles that I have to win. Looking always forward towards my future is what I've been instilled by my family. Young people are the leaders of tomorrow, the doctors and teachers of future generations. We are all of those professions that will contribute to continue forming a bright future for this nation. There is no more sincere and profound gratitude that which the Hispanic parents and children have on America for giving us the opportunities that we have today. No doubt that we absolutely want to continue contributing to the bright future of this great nation, America, our home. Ahora lo voy a leer en español. Fue el abrazo más prolongado que he recibido en mi vida, cuando me despedí de mi abuelita. Ese día nunca lo olvidaré, ya que me marcó mi vida para siempre. Fue el día en que emigré de México a los Estados Unidos. Después de darme su bendición, sus lágrimas brotaban sin cesar. Sus palabras aún están presentes en mi mente. Estudia mucho, mijito, y recuerda siempre tus raíces. Al llegar a los Estados Unidos y con 12 años de edad, me encuentro ante un gran obstáculo en mi vida, la falta del dominio del inglés. Al principio fue frustrante para mí, pero después comprendí que tenía que esforzarme para salir adelante y así fue. Mis calificaciones rápidamente empezaron a mejorar cuando logré comunicarme, pero sentía que debía continuar lo que inicié en México. Así que acudí a la iglesia católica de San James y me dieron la oportunidad de seguir sirviendo a Dios y a nuestra comunidad. Ayudan a partir de la tecnología transmitiendo las oraciones y los anuncios durante la misa. Muchos jóvenes hispanos como yo también realizan trabajo voluntario. En este vemos reflejado un poco del agradecimiento que sentimos por esta nación, ya que nos abrió sus puertas y nos recibió calurosamente. Siento que con el trabajo voluntario puedo cooperar con un granito de arena para continuar con la grandeza de este país. Tengo vocación del servicio porque es ahí donde se encuentra la verdadera felicidad. Otra alegría para mí fue cuando recibí la noticia de que había sido aceptado en el programa de verano del Hospital Memorial Hermann. Ayudar en el hospital fue una experiencia que hizo reafirmar mi vocación de estudiar medicina. Además de las cartas de recomendación de mis maestros, una gran fortaleza que poseo y que me ayudó a ser aceptado en el hospital fue el hecho de ser bilingüe. El español me abrió las puertas y me permitió ayudar a personas que no hablan inglés para poderse comunicar. A través del trabajo voluntario, la cultura hispana está presente en los Estados Unidos basándose en la generosidad hacia los demás y teniendo una participación activa y constante. Pero además los hispanos alzamos la mano en la economía y la fuerza del trabajo del hispano es muy importante para América. Son manos hispanas las que en su gran mayoría cultivan las frutas y vegetales que consumimos casi a diario. Estos dos caminos, el trabajo voluntario y la economía, son algunas de las muchas maneras en que los hispanos contribuimos para el futuro brillante de América. Frecuentemente hablo con mi abuela en México y le digo que mi sueño es ser un gran doctor. Un doctor que ponga en alto las raíces hispanas de nuestra cultura. Es por ello que me estoy preparando. El estudio es la piedra angular para seguir mis sueños, pero para soñar hay que trabajar, tener disciplina, seguir los consejos de nuestros padres y maestros, que siempre están dispuestos a apoyarnos. No voy a rendirme, sé que hay batallas que tengo que vencer. Mirar siempre hacia adelante, hacia mi futuro, es lo que me ha inculcado mi familia. Los jóvenes somos los líderes del mañana, los médicos y maestros de futuras generaciones. Somos todas aquellas profesiones que aportarán para seguir formando un futuro brillante para esta nación. No hay un agradecimiento más sincero y profundo que el que sentimos padres e hijos hispanos por América, por brindarnos las oportunidades que hoy en día tenemos por lo que deseamos continuar contribuyendo para el futuro brillante de esta gran nación, América, nuestro gran hogar.
Juan Parent here, los papás de Juan, por favor, párense. Muchas gracias. So, Gordon, we gave you 3 examples of our LOAF program. As you know, we're working on expanding our languages other than English. And so we've expanded our Spanish program. You're going to see later on some work that we're doing around French. But with our Spanish program, we are really targeting 3 groups of students. One is our native English speakers, to give them not only the opportunity to learn the culture, but also start learning the languages. And so you saw that with Cody as a freshman Spanish 1. We also have expanded our Spanish for Spanish speakers, those that are native Spanish speakers that can start working on their credits for high school. And that was Areli Zuniga, that's at Wells Middle School. And they can actually start getting their high school credits in middle school. And then last but not least, you saw Juan Diego. What we're really working on is that college readiness and having the students take their AP exam in all subjects. One that we have started working on for the past 2 years is our Spanish. And so Juan and other students that are here are preparing for their Spanish AP courses and their AP exam in May, which then they will have college credit hours. So we're doing both in middle school, doing high school credits, and then when they get to high school, now we're going to do the college credits. So this is just a little overview of the program that we have now in Spanish and expanding into French. So thank you very much, and once again, thank you, congratulations boys and girls, and thank you to all of our parents that continue to support us. Mil gracias a todos los padres que están aquí apoyándonos a nosotros en la escuela, pero más importante a sus hijos. Muchas gracias.
Thank you for sharing the impressive bilingual fluency, not just the spoken language, but also in your writing. I know that the AP Spanish test is one of the top performing AP tests we have in spring, so wonderful job. And I just want to add a little note about Spanish culture. You reminded me when you were talking about the different foods that have become so popular, not just in Texas, but across the U.S. Some NASA astronauts started taking tortillas up into the plates, and they have now become popular internationally. I understand the Russian astronauts or cosmonauts particularly love tortillas now. So, thank you, Dr. Dina, for this wonderful program. Thank you, and just to recognize, Areli's parents are also here to thank them. And a little tidbit on Cody, he's actually going to be trilingual because of sign language, right? There's going to be 4 languages that Cody will have mastered by the time he leaves us. So we're really proud of him, and of course his parents that are also here. Thank you. As we proceed through the program, the next sections you will not find as interesting. And please feel free to get up and leave at any time. Our next agenda item is the review of the Trustee Continuing Education Credit Hours. Yes, let's do We will now proceed with our continuing education credit hours. State law requires that the last regular meeting of the Board of Trustees held before an election of trustees must reflect whether each trustee has met or is deficient in meeting the training required of the trustees. As of the date of this meeting, Chris Belton exceeded his required training hours with 0 level 1 hours, 13.5 level 2 hours, and 30.5 level 3 hours. Donald Davis has exceeded the required training hours with 2.5 level 1 hours, 13.5 level 2 hours, and 63.5 level 3 hours. Justine Durant has exceeded the required training hours with 0 level 1 hours, 13.5 level 2 hours, and 21 level 3 hours. Ron Faust has exceeded the required training hours with 0 level 1 hours, 13.5 level 2 hours, and 6 level 3 hours. Janet Gonzalez has exceeded the required training hours with 0 level 1 hours, 13.5 level 2 hours, and 35 level 3 hours. Dr. Deborah Jensen has exceeded the required training hours with 0 level 1 hours, 13.5 level 2 hours, and 43.25 level 3 hours. Rhonda Newhouse has exceeded the required training hours with 0 level 1 hour, 13.5 level 2 hours, and 38.25 level 3 hours. Congratulations, trustees, you all exceeded the required training. For our next item, I would like to recognize our Chief Financial Officer, Ann Webster.
Thank you, Dr. Jensen. Good evening, Dr. Watson, members of the board. Tonight, board members, we're asking you all to approve and adopt the tax rate to support the 2017-2018 operating budget that was approved and adopted back in June. So based upon the taxable values that were received from the Harris County Appraisal District with a value of $12.6 billion, we're asking the Board of Trustees to adopt a maintenance and operations tax rate of $1.04 to support the 2017-2018 general fund budget, and an interest and sinking tax rate of 47 cents to support the 2017-2018 debt service budget. This is a total tax rate of $1.51 per $100 of assessed value. That's a 4-cent increase over the prior year's tax rate, and this tax rate is needed in order to fund the increased debt obligations associated with the 2016 bond election, which authorized $330 million of bonds, of which $225 million has been issued.
I know that this is not as much as that might happen with the bonds, but this is like a mortgage.
It is.
And we're terribly grateful bonds to help fund some badly needed projects that are already in full swing with these buses and huge and repairs to schools. So thank you for bringing this forward. I will now entertain a motion that the Board of Trustees approve a tax rate of $1.51 for the 2017 tax year as presented by the administration.
Madam President, I move that the Board of Trustees approve the tax rate of $1.51 for 2017 tax year as presented by the administration.
It's been moved by Robert Newhouse and seconded by Justine Durant that we approve the tax rate of $1.51 for the 2017 tax year. Is there any discussion? Right, at this point, if you're in favor, please raise your right hand. The motion carries unanimously. Thank you, Ms. Wilson. Our next item is the public hearing for the 2017-2018 targeted elements for Clark Intermediate School and Duquesne High School. At this time, I would like to again recognize our Chief of School Leadership and Student Support Services. Repeat that with me, please. Thank you, Dr. Jensen, members of the board, Dr. Watson. Tonight we bring before you the 2017-2018 targeted elements for Clark Intermediate School and Duquesne High School. And we are asking that you, the board, approve the 2017-2018 targeted elements for Clark Intermediate, which includes Clark Primary as they are paired campuses, and Duquesne High School. According to the Texas Accountability
intervention system, our CAVE system, it requires that the Board of Trustees review and approve the targeted elements of the campuses that have failed to meet state expectations as measured by the student performance on their STAR exam. The targeted elements are part of the school's campus improvement plans that they created this summer and were brought to you previously on September 12th board meeting for approval. These elements are set to work, the schools are set to work on these targeted elements during the school year through the 4 state accountability entities that have led the campus to receive an improvement required rating. What the schools will be doing this year is implementing the elements while they're reviewing their data and creating their targeted improvement plan. We will be bringing to you their complete targeted improvement plan in the spring. Tonight, we do have with us our principals from the campuses, as well as the assistant superintendents, as well as the professional service providers. So for our elementary campus, we have our principal at Clark Intermediate, Mr. Torrance Brooks, that's here, that. Our principal at Clark Primary, Ms. Micah Ashman. Our assistant superintendent for Zone 2 is Dr. Natasha Watson. And with us, we do have Dr. Sylvia Macy, who's our professional service provider. At Decatur High School, as you know, we have our principal, Mr. Baxter, Mr. David Baxter. Our assistant superintendent is Dr. Renee Garnata. And then with us tonight, we do have our professional service provider is Ms. Judy Koch. And so once again, we ask that the board approve the 2017-2018 targeted elements for Clark Intermediate School and Decatur High School.
Thank you, Dr. Ina. Ms. Hill, do we have anyone registered to speak to this agenda item under public hearing?
No, Madam President, we do not.
As there are no identified speakers, let us continue tonight's agenda. I will now entertain a motion that the Board of Trustees approve the 2017-2018 targeted elements for Clark Intermediate School and Decatur High School as presented by the administration.
Madam President, I move that the Board of Trustees approve 2017-2018 targeted elements for Clark School and Decatur High School as presented by the administration.
Is there a second? Second. It has been moved by Trustee Bell and seconded by Trustee Davis that the Board of Trustees approve the targeted elements for the 2017-2018 school year for Clark Intermediate School and Decatur High School. Is there any discussion? Now, as Trustee Moses said, we have looked at these plans, and they're very ambitious. We're not looking for just barely passing. Our belief for superb expectations. So, sure that Board of Trustees would be try to assist you in any way because we're with you on this brand new other issue. All those in favor of this motion, please raise your right hand. The motion carries unanimously. Our next item is the consent agenda. I will now entertain a motion to approve and adopt all the items listed on the consent agenda.
I move that the Board of Trustees approve and adopt all the items listed on tonight's consent agenda.
Do I have a second? It has been moved by Trustee Durant and seconded by Trustee Newhouse that the Board of Trustees approve and adopt all the items on the consent agenda. Is there any discussion? All those in favor, please raise your right hand. Motion passes unanimously. Next is the public participation portion of our meeting. Chief, do we have anyone registered to speak at the public participation
Commission. Yes, Madam President, we do. We have Andre Gilchrist at 7 Cypress Court, 77373, is speaking on lead cases. Before you begin, Mr. Gilchrist, and have some instructions for you. The board invites interested citizens to address the board on any subject they desire other than allegations concerning the character or capabilities of any board member, staff member, citizen, or student of the district. The board provides an opportunity on the agenda for citizens to address the board, and we welcome your participation. The board will listen and will not interrupt unless the person addressing the board infringes on the guidelines as stated previously or exceeds the time limit authorized for the presentation. In this case, you receive 3 minutes to present. And Mr. Schaefer will keep time, which will be displayed on the monitor. According to law, the board may not take any action on these items that is not on the agenda. The board will not debate nor respond to any question during the meeting in order to research the question thoroughly before responding. The board will seriously consider the matter brought to its attention and respond appropriately. Also, according to law, it is a criminal offense for a person to obstruct, prevent, interfere with, or disrupt a lawfully called meeting through physical action or verbal utterance. Citizens are requested to supplement any oral address to the board with a written summary of their presentation and any recommendations they may wish to discuss. We thank you for your concern regarding our district, and we will hear from you now. Thank you.
Dr. Watson, member of the board, as a employee, I wanted to bring to light as we continue to move toward excellence in education, trying to keep teachers in the classroom. There is a part that I said, wait a minute, we are not considered a league. We have state league, we have local league, that there's no compensation. I wanted to bring that to the table to say that's something that I'm thinking that we should look at as a district. I think it will also enhance in retention. One of the things when we start looking at the different districts, each district does it differently. Whether I go to Klein, whether I go to Humboldt, all of them have different aspects of how they deal with employees. I think that towards Spring ISD is towards looking at leading. I think it's something that we need to possibly table, put in consideration. Well, how can we, as a district, support our employees as far as lead was concerned? Whether some use the template of paying for the teacher's salary for the day, or at minimum, I think it should be looked at. If you looked at what would you play a substitute to pay for those days that we can forfeit a lot of time. Those who have a tendency to enjoy what they do, we're at work all the time in this game. So I think compensation is something that I think should really be looked at seriously. And again, I think that would be retention as a district as well.
Thank you.
I'm under time, and I'm good.
Thank you for speaking to us. We have, Chief Hill said, we are not allowed to discuss things that are not on the agenda, but I want to ensure you read those very quickly.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Hill. A lot of, I think that you have to read. The Board of Trustees will now recess the open session and begin a closed meeting in accordance with Texas Open Meetings Act, Section 551.071, for the purpose of a private consultation of the board determining on any or all subjects or matters on the matter. Texas Open Meetings Act, Section 551.072, for the purpose of discussing the purchase, exchange, use, or value of real property. Texas Open Meetings Act, Section 551.074, purpose to consider the appointment, employment, evaluation, the assignment, discipline, or dismissal of a public
Section 551.076, for the purpose of considering the deployment or specific locations for implementation of security personnel or devices or a security audit. No voting will take place in the closed meeting. Any action the board wishes to take as a result of discussions in the closed meeting will take place after the board reconvenes in open session. Time is now 8:10 p.m. We will now reconvene and resume the regular meeting of the Board of Trustees. The time is now 9:21 p.m. We will now address the items discussed during closed session. Are there any motions?
Madam President, I move that the board declare the probationary contract of Stephanie Nunez Oppenheimer to be void pursuant to Chapter 21 of the Texas Education Code and to approve the termination of her employment with Spring ISD. I further move that the board authorize the superintendent of schools to notify this employee of the action taken by the board.
Second. It's been moved by trustee Bell and seconded by trustee Durant that the board declare the probationary contract with Stephanie Q. Oppenheimer to be void. Is there any discussion? All those in favor, please raise your right hand. Motion passes unanimously. Are there any other motions?
Madam President, I move that the board issue a school district teaching permit to the following employees: Waylon Randolph and Donald Royston, for the purpose of teaching non-core career and technology courses, and to authorize the superintendent of schools to notify the commissioner of education of the board's action.
It has been moved by trustee Newhouse and seconded by trustee Davis that the board issue a school district teaching permit. Employees Waylon Randolph and Donald Royston. All those, is there any discussion? All those in favor, please raise your right hand. The motion carries unanimously.